Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Happy New Year to everybody. Well, this is Mahrez Watch episode 7 versus Southampton. And yeah, as we know, we got a 3-1 win. Mahrez started on the right-hand side, which we thought that he would do in place of Sane. How did he get on? Again, not great, and please, we're just being objective, and we've spoken to City fans outside the Southampton stadium after the game. We've interacted with loads of journalists, people who write articles on Mahrez and Manchester City in particular, and he didn't have a good game. He just didn't, and again, this is the problem, is that he's not affecting games. And yeah, We had this pass, and there was a great article in the Manchester Evening News by Stu Brennan today talking about Manchester City and saying, you know, have we lost our confidence? And the fact is no, because there was one period of the game whereby Laporte was trapped in a corner with Southampton players closing in on him, and he feigned to sort of boot it out, which you think, you know, a team with a lack of confidence would do, but he didn't. He came inside, played it to Ederson. Ederson played it to Zinchenko. Zinchenko played it back to Ederson, even though Southampton players were all over them. And he played a nice ball back to Fernandinho. Fernandinho put Mahrez away on the break, and Mahrez cut inside beautifully. Should have just laid it off for Sterling, but didn't. Chose to shoot, and his shot was wasn't even on target. Unaided from 20 yards and 5 yards wide. And I think he is sort of lacking in confidence at the moment, and I'm not sure where that comes from, because he's been given this run of games prior. Certainly at Christmas time, he's had, 4 games out of 5. He's been on as a couple of times a sub. He gets another start against Southampton. And another time he was one-on-one with the keeper. And it's difficult. I know all players do it. Sterling's done it. Sergio's done it. But it just shows you how out of form he is, and how he's struggling for confidence, because he's not beating a player. He's constantly getting the ball and cutting inside, just playing a simple pass. You may as well put Phil Foden out there, because Phil Foden could easily do exactly what Riyad Mahrez is doing now, which is nothing, not affecting the game whatsoever. And I do feel sorry for him, because, like I've said in numerous videos, and I keep saying this, and this is not a dig at Mahrez, it's the fact of, I don't think Mahrez, in the system that we play in, with 2 wide wingers that hug the touchline, I don't think that's his game. I think he's more of an inside, sort of like number 10, number 8, where he can affect the game a bit more. He can use his trickery, because there's no doubting he's got the most amazing sort of close control. First touch is wonderful, but inventiveness or creativeness, or, you know, even on occasions, just battling to make a tackle. I mean, there were 3 or 4 occasions against Southampton where put your foot in and don't be afraid of being hurt, but he sort of jumped up and turned his back, and that's not what we want to see. We spent £60 million on this player, and whether that was the right signing or the wrong signing, who knows? Because we said at the beginning we were really excited as City fans to see Mahrez in the Man City team, because he could bring something different. But the fact is, he's not bringing what he brought at Leicester to Man City currently. It's like serious lack of confidence. Now, whether that's down to Mahrez, whether that's down to Pep's system, we can debate all day long. But when you isolate a defender as a winger, and that's his current role at the moment, with his trickery alone, even if he's not the quickest, you'd expect him to at least, beat a player. So, but he's not doing that. It's like it's taking a safe option all the time, which is slowing down people are making runs and he's not seeing them, and it slows the attack down. And yeah, I do feel sorry for him, I really do, because, like I said, I don't think he's a natural out-and-out winger. I think he'd be better in where Bernardo Silva plays, but is he going to get in ahead of Bernardo Silva? Even though he's not been on his game lately. No, I don't think he is. I think he's going to be a squad player, certainly for this season, and hopefully he can bring a little bit more. And there's no excuses, because the likes of Bernardo Silva needed a first season. He was only a young kid. He was like 22 years of age. We look at Raheem Sterling and Leroy Sané. They were like 19, 20, 21. Riyad Mahrez is a proven Premier League player. He's going to be 28 soon, in the next few months, and he should be bringing his A game to Man City, especially considering the players that he's surrounded by, and he's just not doing it. And yeah, I don't know what it is. He did do a nice little interchange play with Bernardo Silva, but again, it was Mahrez playing the ball for Bernardo Silva, and really we want to see more of the opposite. We want to see Mahrez getting in those positions, but again, I don't think he's got a right foot. So would he have just, in Bernardo Silva's position, have cut back and tried to play it on a left foot and a nice, easy, simple pass? I'm not too sure, but anyway, on to the rating. We had a big debate about it with me and Ray, and there were, like I said, there were plenty of City fans after the game that were calling him out over it. There's been lots of City fans on social media, again, sort of questioning whether he's worthy of a place. I don't know what, I think Ray gave him a 4 or a 5. I didn't go that far, but I gave him a 5.5 when the average score was around about a 6.5 to a 7. I didn't think again he had his best game, but he's going to keep trying, and I'm sure at some point Pep will realise that playing him out wide, either we're going to play Sané and Sterling in those roles, and maybe instead of rotating Sané for Mahrez, maybe it's the likes of Bernardo Silva and David Silva that Mahrez should be rotating with, and gets his chance when those players need a rest, because out wide he's not doing anything. He really isn't bringing anything to the team for £60 million, and I think that's excuse me, I think that's a real shame. But anyway, guys, he gets a 5.5 for me. So give us your thoughts below. Like I said, we're going to keep doing this. You asked for it. And it's not to isolate Riyad Mahrez. It's to give those people who wanted us to talk about him more. I mean, God forbid, do you honestly believe that I wouldn't rather be doing a Sterling watch, or a Sané watch, or an Aguero, or David Silva watch, or a Kevin De Bruyne watch? Of course I would, because at least those players give us something to talk about. To do these Mahrez watch videos is at the moment, it's quite depressing. And I'd love nothing more to sort of say, oh, what a game Riyad Mahrez had, give him a 9 out of 10, 2 goals, 2 assists, or a goal and an assist, or an assist, or anything, because at the moment it's not pleasure doing these, but we're going to keep doing them. And people who have been on YouTube and said, tried to get the videos banned for what reason? This is a player rating video that is objective. Nobody is being offensive, nobody is using foul language, except for the Mahrez fanboys who actually reply to us and say Ray's an Indian and you're gay and you're this. I mean, that's the level of intelligence by some of these Mahrez fanboys who half of them can't even speak English. I'm sure it's Google Translator that they must use to bring some of the comments. But we're going to keep doing it. You're not going to stop us. And YouTube, we've already spoken to YouTube about it. You cannot stop us doing an objective review of a player. And if we had David Silva, we'd have the Spanish anthem, national anthem. If we did Sergio Aguero watch, we'd have the Argentinian national anthem. There is nothing in this video or this episodes that we do on Mahrez that is offensive or uses foul language or anything. So you can do whatever you like. We'll just block you and we'll report you for the offensive language that you use against the channel, and me and Ray in particular. So anyway, this is Mahrez watch. Gave him a 5.5. Give us your thoughts below. It ain't going to stop us. You asked for it, you're getting it. But anyway, let's hope Mahrez can, at some point in this season and in 2019, turn his game around, because he's not doing it enough. This is Andy from Man City Fan TV. Don't forget, we'll see you at the Liverpool game. We'll actually be there, unlike the 99.9% of the fanboys who comment on and give us all the nonsense that they do below the videos. We'll actually be at the Liverpool game, and we'll be interviewing fans. So come on, City. Big 3 points needed on Thursday, and we'll see you soon.